lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup Misfit, and this is the first update for the Beauty and the Beast Project Pan. This started last month and it goes until November 13th of 2025. So basically this project, the way that I'm doing it is rolling style. I'm starting with the first prompt, ending with the last, and I'm working on 3 prompts at a time. So I'm just gonna dive right into it. I rolled in 3 prompts at the beginning of this project last month, and I'm going to go over what those prompts were, what I pulled in, where we're at, and what is happening next. So for the very first prompt, that was rose. So a flower, whether it's in the packaging, an embossment, the design, scent, etc. You choose how it goes. And I decided to pull in my Sigma Quarter Rosa palette. You can clearly see all the roses on the front of the palette, but I also decided that the shade I wanted to work on was the actual Quarter Rosa shade, which is this one right here that you can see has a floral imprint. And if you watched my intro, you would know that I haven't touched the shade whatsoever. My goal was to wear away the embossment. Haven't reached for this palette at all in quite a long time. I've still been meaning to repress this shade here, which I've been using to set down my lids. I haven't done that in a while either. I've had this sitting out in my living room so that I remember to do it, but I just haven't. I've been so focused on getting all of my Christmas gifts bought, wrapped, and under the tree, which they are right now, so I'm happy about that, and hopefully now I can actually focus on other things, this being one of them, and hopefully getting around to actually using this shadow. So this is going to be staying in. Hopefully I can get an opinion on whether or not I like the shade, and hopefully I can play around with the palette a little bit more over the next little bit, but I am excited to finally try to reach for the shade and see how much I like it. I think it's a simple, basic, dusty rose, very light tone shade, and I think I will enjoy it, probably more so as a, not a crease, but a transition shade. I think that's probably how I'm going to use that. So hopefully, cross my fingers, I can start to reach for this like tomorrow, sooner than later, and get some use on that one. So after that, I rolled in the second shade, which is the prompt, if it wants to come back up on my screen. Belle, which was something different in your collection. Now, I decided to go with my Sugar Drizzle, the Sugar Dreams palette, which is an all shimmer palette, and I wanted to use this no pan left behind, so every shade in here one time. I have done that, and a couple of them I've used a little bit more than once. I knew the one shade that I was going to have a little bit of trouble reaching for was this green shade right here. And I did. It was the very last shade that I used, but I pushed myself. I made sure that I used it, and I don't know, you can probably see a little bit of usage right in there. That's the only usage I've ever had on this shade, but I'm happy that I was actually able to do that. Now, after I pulled this palette in, I realized I probably shouldn't have. So the goal of using every shade in here one time, I made sure that I tried to stick with that. Like I said, a couple shades have a few more uses than that, but nothing that's going to affect what this is going to or supposed to be in for 2025. So this is going to go away. It's not going to come back out until January, so I guess only a few more weeks now, but we're going to see if this gets pulled in at that point, or maybe somewhere else down the line next year. So I shouldn't have used this, but I got a little bit of love on it, so I'm excited about that, and a good little test run, you could say, for the next project for this palette. So I'm going to put this away. We are going to pretend we are done with it for now and pull it in later. And now the very last prompt that I rolled in was ball, so something that was blue or yellow, and I was talking about doing blue nails, which unfortunately I don't have on today, and I don't have any photos, but I do have 3 of the shades with me to show you guys. I thought that there was more, but when I was pulling out my blue nail polish, I was like, no, I didn't use that one, no, I didn't use that one. But some of the ones that I did use was this shade right here called Scientific, and I'm pretty sure that this was one of the shades that I had pulled out in the intro. Another creme that I had pulled was Board Meeting, and what I like to do with these 2 shades is one hand Scientific, one hand Board Meeting. I just like pairing these 2 together, so I did that look. And then I also used the brand new shade from her Birthstone collection. This is for March, which is Aquamarine, and this is called Happily Ever Aqua. This is such a pretty, very light blue, almost like lighter than pastel blue linear hollow with a little bit extra in it. It is so pretty. I didn't do a full manicure with this, but I definitely want to soon. I'm thinking with the winter season that I'll be able to really enjoy it now. Not that I wouldn't any other time of the year, but I am excited to reach for this one a little bit more. I did have one shade. I didn't pull it out because I tried to wear it, but with the way my nails were working the last couple of days ago, this is what I ended up with. I redid my nails like 4 different times, and I did have a blue in there, but I kept like knocking my nails and it kept digging, and it was a whole thing. So I just wanted something super quick, super simple and easy, and this is what I ended up going with. So unfortunately it's not blue, but it is what it is, and I'm excited that I have hit my goal on 2 of the prompts, which means that I'm going to be rolling in the next 2 prompts on this list. So prompt 4 and prompt 5 is what I'm going to be doing. Number 4 is book. Now this one says read / or read. I'm not quite sure which way this is supposed to go. / inspired to buy. Now I could be wrong. I'm not sure if there's any like information on what some of these prompts are supposed to mean, but I'm going to take it as read, and I'm going to actually pull in a book for this prompt. Now, completely off topic, little side note here. I want to start pulling in books into my projects, 1 book per at a time. But I know a lot of makeup channels are starting to do that, and that's not why I want to. My channel name before it actually became Makeup Misfit was Beauty and Books. I was actually, if you go back to the very beginning of my channel, I actually have a like what's on my bookshelf video. I had plans to do like book reviews or some sort of book content. So when I had seen this prompt, I figured that pulling a book into this project was a good idea and something that I might do continuing on. So once I finish reading a book, I will move on to a new one for a new project. I'm not going to do just like a book project, but like I will pull them in here and there if I can throughout the year and see how it goes. So hopefully that's okay and you guys don't mind that. But what I want to do is I want to pull this book in because I am for some reason having a hard time getting through it right now. This is actually a little trilogy that my friend got me for Christmas last year. I finished the first book, this is the second, and then there is a third. So I'm not quite halfway through it. It is a like dual point of view, which the first book was as well. So I do kind of like that. I haven't I don't know what it is that I'm having a hard time getting into it. I was reading the Virgin River series, which is 21 books, and then 2 other series by Robin Carr that kind of tied into Virgin Rivers, or so I thought, more so than they actually do. One was Thunder Point, and then the last one was Grace Valley. So after like 3 years of just reading those, this is like the first book that I'm reading afterwards, and I've gone a little book crazy with what I've been buying. Like I've been hauling books more than anything. I really haven't been buying makeup at all in the last little while. But over the last like 3 years, up until about fall time, I've literally had like just my Virgin River series plus a few other books, and then like that's kind of it. Like I've got a lot of books, but I've just been like on a book buying spree. But before I read another book, especially any of the new ones that I've been bringing in, I need to finish not only this book, but this whole series. So my goal is to completely finish this book. I was hoping to do that before the end of this year, but considering it's already the 14th, that's not going to happen. But I would like to finish this no later than the end of January, which would be for the February update. So if I can do that, then I'll be happy, but I would like to actually finish both of this book plus the next one by the February update. The third book's not going to be a part of this actual prompt. It's just going to be this one, but just for like a personal goal, I want to complete the series by this February update. And then I can move on to a bunch of the new books that I purchased. Now, again, a little side note, if you want to see all of the books that I have hauled over the last couple of months, let me know down below. I'm not going to be doing any reviews or anything like that, but I could do little book hauls. I might have to break this one up because there's quite a bit. But I can definitely do some book hauls when I get them in and just show you guys what I've purchased, but not actually do any reviews on them, because there's a reason why I don't do makeup reviews, and it's just, I'm probably not really going to be doing book reviews for the same reason, just not really my thing. I'd rather just read them. I have my opinions on things, and I just keep them to myself a lot of the times, because I could say something and who knows. Anyways, totally off topic, but again, if you want to see those, let me know down below, because I would love to kind of go through them with you guys and show you what I got. But if that's something you're interested, I will do so. If not, then it's not a big deal either. So for the last prompt, we're going to get back to this project. The prompt is beast, so something that you've changed your opinion on. And I was trying to think of something, but not a lot of products came to mind that I could like really think of something that I didn't like and then started to like afterwards. I'm sure there's things in my collection that are in that category that I could have pulled in. But one thing kind of came to mind that I have kind of gone the opposite way with, in the sense of I didn't mind it and I liked it, and now I'm kind of just like iffy, ready to move on from it and try something new. And that is the eye cream that I've been using. And this is just the firming eye cream from Sephora, the Sephora brand. This is fine. It's okay. I don't think it really does a whole lot. I want to finish this off. It's just, it is what it is. It's the only eye cream I have. So of course I use it twice daily. But if there is another eye cream that you guys enjoy, let me know. I just want to find something. I don't know. I just don't think it really does anything for me. Maybe it used to and just now it doesn't. I don't really know. If you've tried this, let me know what you think of it. If it has no, like, I don't notice anything with my eyes, underneath my eyes. I don't know. It's just an okay product. So if you have any recommendations of eye creams that you guys enjoy, let me know. And also if you've tried this, what your opinion is on it, or if you know of somebody who's tried it, what they think, that sort of thing. So this I want to finish off, and we'll see how long that takes. It'll probably take a couple of months because there's still a little bit in there. I don't use a lot at a time at all. So that is it. So we have rolled out 2 prompts. We're rolling 2 new prompts in. I'm really excited about those ones, and I really hope that I can actually get some usage on this Quarter Rosa palette, but mainly the Quarter Rosa shade in this palette, just so I can say that I've tried it. I don't want to find you, but this thing keeps falling out. This one right here with the actual rose embossment. So it just makes more sense to me that way. And that is it. So enough of the rambling. That is all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.